Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's been a while since I made a video. My camera charger went missing, so I had to order a new one. It took a while to get here. But I'm back, and I'm going to be showing you guys how to draw trees today. So here we go. Okay, so the tree that I'm going to teach you guys to draw today, it's the same trees that I drew in my speed drawing of a forest video. They're called white birch trees. They have a lot of detail, so it's going to take a little while. So that's why you should go on Google or Yahoo and image search white birch tree so that you can get something that you can refer to, a good picture that you can refer to while you're drawing this.
Okay, I printed off these pictures because I wanted to go over some of the features with you guys. I'll make the links to these available also. I'll put them in the description. So they always have, all these trees always have these little spots on them and scars like that, more spots. This one is really cool actually. The bark is like peeling off of it there. And another thing is their branches are very thin and very dark. So the branches are pretty easy to draw. Leaves, pretty basic. I'll show you guys how to draw those later on. The materials I'm using are Derwent graphic pencils and Bristol vellum paper. You don't have to use any special pencils. In fact, in my speed drawing of forest video, I used mechanical pencils most of the time. So anything works. You may want to get yourself a good set of pencils, but it's not a huge deal. You start off by deciding where you want the trees to go. I like to draw like the outline of one, say like right there. You know, in my speed drawing video, I drew the outlines of all the trees just to get an idea of where I wanted them all, set up at. So I'll just show you how to draw one though here. You draw the outline of it, and then you just start filling it in with all of this junk, all this detail. Gotta add bark peeling, scars, scratches, whatever. So you just start off by just adding this stuff in. Like right now I'll draw some of these scar type things that these have going across. You just draw a dark line. And then you're going to start shading around it. See, not too difficult. That took me, like a minute or so. Now another thing that you can draw in, you can add these like bark peeling off. And I like to add that around the base of the tree. So it's pretty easy. You just kind of draw some lines in here. Then you start adding in these little cracks going up. And then you want to start shading to make it look like the bark is coming off. Now you can make it look more curled like this one. It doesn't look too hard. Here, I'll try it. I've never really made them look like that. I usually just do it around the base. Let's see. Okay, the other thing that these have is these circles, just dark spots like all over them. So we'll add in some of those. It's pretty easy to do. You make the circle, and then you want to start shading around it. See how it is dark and then there's like lines coming off it off to the sides. That's just what I'm adding in here. So what you would do is just continue adding all this detail in all the way up the tree. That's why it takes a while. My my speed drawing of a forest, that took me about a week to finish. It took days. I remember it took so long because of all this detail that you have to add in. Okay, so I went ahead and outlined the roots really quick. It's pretty easy to do. You kind of have to deal with perspective. These ones going off to the side will go out longer. The ones coming straight at you are going to be shaped like, I guess, like triangles almost. So you kind of have to keep that in mind, make it look, somewhat more like three-dimensional. So the detail of the roots, I always like to add lots of like wrinkles in the roots. And to do that, you just add these lines going up. You can make them really dark around the edges where they hit the ground. You want to make it darker up in here around the roots because they're casting shadows. And add in little lines for like sticks, other things that you'd find on, the floor of a forest. So the ground you can actually get done pretty quickly. So anyways, you just continue to do that along the bottom of the entire drawing. So that's what we've got so far. Next I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do branches. You just start by making a line that angles off the tree. Let the lines get closer together as they head out. You want to start adding more coming off of this one. Just like that, you just keep adding lines, they just branch off of each other. Can add some detail in right down here. Alright, we're almost out of time. I'm going to show you guys how to draw leaves really quick. So luckily the leaves are like the easiest thing. Here's all you got to do. You just got to draw circles. That's seriously like all it is, little circles. Make little like twigs coming out of them, and just draw more. Alright, so I just added in a few more branches and finished up all the detail, and that's pretty much all there is to it. If you have any questions, leave a comment, rate, subscribe, and thanks for watching.